If your Dyson V10 or V11 trigger has cracked and you can't use it to turn the vacuum, then you don't need to worry. It's a commonly reported failure caused by manufacturing defect or long-term overuse where the switch no longer engages with the battery. Fixing this issue requires disassembling the vacuum, so don't attempt it if you're under the 2-year warranty. Contact Dyson support and claim your warranty benefit to get the main body replaced with the new trigger installed on. But if your warranty claim is not accepted even after repeated requests, or you've used the cordless vacuum for over 2 years, you can replace the trigger yourself by buying the trigger separately from third-party sellers like Amazon. In this video, we'll show a proven DIY tutorial following standard methods used by experienced vacuum repair technicians to disassemble the Dyson V10 or V11 vacuum and replace the trigger safely without any damage. Let's jump straight into it. First, note the tools you need: a long rod Phillips No. 1 screwdriver, a T8 Torx screwdriver with long rod, a flathead screwdriver, a metal spudger, and needle nose pliers. Once you have gathered the tools in a clean, closed workspace, it's time to disassemble the vacuum. Start by removing the filter, twist and pull it straight out, and set it aside. Next, press the bin release tab and slide the entire bin assembly off. Remove the battery using the Phillips 1 screwdriver. 1 screw is at the back of the handle and 2 are beneath the battery. Pull it straight down and off. Then remove the 6 Phillips screws, 4 on the back of the cyclone and 2 inside the handle to pull the cyclone assembly straight off. If you see light dust on the white cover, wipe it off using a cloth. Now, remove the 2 T8 Torx screws on the white motor cover and gently pry open the cover on both sides. Release the plastic clips evenly and avoid snapping them. On the metal terminals, remove the 2 short T8 screws with washers holding them in place. Keep them separate as they are not standard T8 screws. Holding the plastic head, gently remove the PCB from the connector using the metal spudger and do not pull any wires. For clearance, gently bend the terminals using pliers only as much as needed to free the internal assembly. Overbending may cause terminal failure. Carefully remove the PCB motor assembly out of the handle. Watch the wires and do not pull or twist them. Remove the 2 T8 Torx screws inside the round motor housing to release the housing cover. Straighten the terminals slightly and gently pry the cover off. To remove the trigger assembly, unscrew the T8 Torx screw inside the handle, which holds it and is located next to the red trigger. Now that the vacuum is disassembled, it's time to replace the trigger. Use pliers to get out the old trigger. Push the trigger in and pull the assembly straight out of the bottom by wiggling it gently. Do not yank. Now, remove the spring from the old trigger, detaching it from the internal pivot points. Then install the new trigger, carefully aligning both sides onto the internal pivot points, reinstalling the old spring along the way. Make sure that the trigger moves freely and returns when fully released. Be careful. If the screw post inside the handle is cracked or broken, then stop, as handle replacement may be needed. Now it's time to reassemble the vacuum. Follow all the previous steps in reverse order, working slowly and carefully. Note that in reassembling V10 or V11 vacuums, rerouting the thin trigger wires is the most difficult part. Tuck the thin wires back into their plastic grooves before sliding the motor assembly back into the handle. The full process to disassemble, replace, and reassemble the vacuum typically takes 2 hours. If you are unsure about your DIY skills, you can visit a reliable vacuum repair shop to get the trigger replaced for you. And for another helpful Dyson vacuum repair guide, check out this video next.